Howdy gamers, old gamer guy here. I love a good demo. We used to get demo discs in magazines back in the day. I remember playing the Metal Gear Solid 1 demo and the Silent Hill 1 demo, but never mind that. This is called Cairn. I was browsing the demo section in the store, which doesn't have enough games in my opinion, but that's a whole nother video. There you can see I'm picking up some raspberries. This is what you would call a survival climbing game, which is kind of unusual. This area is called Tenzin, and there are several hiking trails here, but being a demo, most of that is going to be closed off, and so this video is going to be me climbing this rock face there to my right. Here you can see one of the closed off trails over here, and there are other edible plants around in the area, but I'm starting off with some chocolate bars in my backpack. I can fast walk by holding R1, but that is negatively impacting my health. There you can see I could fill up my water bottle there. Here we have another closed off trail. There is where I am going to start climbing, but first I'm going to show you the bivouac. You can save your game at these symbols on the wall. Then you can use the tent, and not only do I have access to the stuff in her backpack, but there is other stuff I can do in here, including cooking and pitten repair and sleeping. I'll show you some more of that a little bit later, but let's get to the climbing, and it's pretty easy. You press square and that will place her hand, and then once that happens I'm in control of either her feet or her other hand, and so you move the stick, you press square, and then you move the stick and press square, and it just automatically switches control between her hands and feet depending on her weight placement. Sometimes when you move, it will cause your foot to slip out of the foothold where it was before. And you can hear the stress and the exertion in her voice. There's no stamina meter. You can just hear the exertion in her voice, and you can see her limbs start to shake when she gets tired. And then, of course, once you get high enough, if I fall at this point, I would get hurt. So I'm using a pitten. And so now if I fall, I will just fall to this point. I might get hurt a little bit. But since I'm hanging here, I can get some stamina relief, and I can get into my backpack. I can drink some water. I could eat a chocolate bar, and that would increase my focus, as you saw right there. So now I'm going back to climbing, and so now if I fall, I will just fall to this point. I found listening to this game through my headset to be very relaxing, listening to the sounds of nature and, of course, her exertions. Whoever they got to do this voice did a really great job, because I think this type of a voiceover can easily get sort of comical. And she really sounds like she's climbing a rock face. So tip of the toupee to her. I don't really wear a toupee. That was just a bad bald joke. Never mind that. There are also some edible plants in this area, but most notably, I'm going to fill up my water bottles here. I found a place, a spring coming out of this wall. So I drank some of my water, and now I'm going to continue. I'm going to climb on, and I'm going to shut up here and let you listen to her as she climbs, because I do get into some trouble here. So notice how she breathes harder and then calms down when I get out of trouble. The light is changing nicely as the day wears on. But here I ran into a little bit of a technical issue, I guess, because I had just used a piton and I had just eaten a chocolate bar, and then I glitched onto this little outcropping here, and then I had trouble getting back to where I wanted to be, but eventually I got it done. But enjoy my awkwardness here. I could have just chosen to recall the climb bot, and I could have just walked on this ledge there, but I was trying to get back to where I was and keep climbing legitimately because I had sort of glitched my way over there. So I spent some time trying to get back over there. Her limbs can get sort of awkwardly twisted as you're trying to find a nice foothold, but yeah, I just gave up right there. Decided to recall the climb bot, and so now the climb bot is retrieving my pitons. And you can also have the climb bot give you scraps that then you can then use to make more pitons. But oh man, never mind that. Look at that lovely view. The day is wearing on. We have another symbol on the wall here, so I think this is a good place to camp for the night and recover my energy.
Cool.
Climbot gave me my 3 pitons that I used. And now here we are in the tent. And the first thing I'm going to do is check my fingers. I have wrapping tape around my fingers, but as you can see, some of it has worn off and it looks quite painful. So I'm going to take some time to wrap this up, and you can see in the lower left hand corner there that each time I do this, I'm using 1 length of this wrapping tape. All right, so now let's see about cooking some food. We started off with some chocolate bars, but we also have some noodles, some instant noodles. And so if we combine those with some water, then we can make a nice hot meal that will replenish our hunger and our thirst, and also our temperature level, I guess. The weather here in the demo is very nice, but as you will see, the mountain that we are tackling in the main game is much larger than this, but never mind that. As you saw, she got some sleep, and then she woke up and started doing sit-ups. So I thought, well, that's going to wear her out. I mean, it's still in the middle of the night. Don't do sit-ups. Why don't you get up and eat your noodles? So there we go. She just ate her noodles. But it's still dark outside, so I'm going to go ahead and wait until we can get up and actually tackle this mountain. Okay, let's get out of here and check out this beautiful dawn and tackle this mountain. Before we leave, I'll go ahead and check my pitons. I'm not sure if I just don't have any that need repair, or if I don't have anything to use to repair them. There's also a place where you can check the weather, but like I said, the weather here in the demo is very, very nice. Look at this lovely sunrise. We've got butterflies flying around. But let's check our route here with L1 and then get started climbing the rest of this. Is this a mountain technically? I guess it is. The light is starting to change as the dawn breaks. Quite lovely.
Nice.
The climbot is actually kind of annoying until you use a piton, and then the climbot will kind of stay out of your way. So I think they made the climbot sort of annoying on purpose, just to sort of remind you to occasionally use a piton. Also, I should have mentioned, I forgot to mention earlier, you can also tap triangle to regain a little bit of stamina as long as you're kind of in a stable place on the rock face. But never mind that. I just ate another chocolate bar, which increased my focus over there on the left. I think that just helps my grip for a while. But never mind that. We are almost to the top.
Finally.
We're still not quite there. We have one more little bit of climbing to do, but wow, I am really impressed with this demo. Normally I would play a demo, and even if I like it, I would probably just delete it right away. This game does not come out until November, and I think I'm going to keep it installed at least for a while. I'll probably climb this mountain at least one more time before I give up on it. But I found this to be a very relaxing and fun experience, and it sounds nice in the headphones. It looks nice on my big screen TV. And the best part is it's a free demo, so check it out if this looks interesting to you. I'm not sure what's coming up next on the channel. Ready or Not is out in about a month. I'm very excited about that, but I think there may be another game or two before then that I'll make a video for. Here's what the cutscenes look like.
Are you ready for Cammy? Doesn't look so bad, does it?
Looks fun to me. I hope you've enjoyed this video. For now, as always, thanks very much for watching.